Do you want to eliminate all enemies that stand in your way? Well, summon a tower that can beam even the strongest of all enemies. Except summoning this tower requires a crap ton of crystals, which are earned by a lot of nightmare matches. Anyways, the Refractor is one of the strongest late game towers, focused on shooting insane amounts of DPS with its laser gun. It costs a whopping 20,000 cash to place, making it the most expensive tower in the game. However, it cannot be boosted by damage buffs. So say goodbye to your Johns and Commanders. Top half is focused on crowd control, where Refractor's lasers chain to nearby enemies with reduced damage. He also gains stealth detection, stun immunity, and at max is able to completely ignore obstacles around it, allowing it to shoot through walls. However, in exchange for high crowd control, it has a dynamic price scaling of 30,000, making it more expensive every time you max it. Bonaparte, on the other hand, is much more DPS oriented, with a unique build-up mechanic. When the Refractor starts shooting, its damage creeps up heavily until it reaches a cap. After some time, it goes on a cooldown. This gives the Refractor nasty damage output. Along with that, it gains stealth detection and stun immunity. However, the last upgrade costs a whopping 1 million cash.
Can we get much higher? So high. Oh.
And just like top half, it has a dynamic price scaling of 50,000, which will suck a lot of your cash away. Now, what should we do to make the Refractor extremely overpowered? Since the Refractor is so insanely expensive, it should only be used in the mid to late game. It also has a very large range, so place it anywhere that doesn't get its line of sight ruined. It's important to note that many bosses will try and kill Refractors. So make sure you have Ubers from medics and shield tower for its shields. You also want to have EDJs since it will give a huge fire rate boost as well as discounts. As for upgrades, it's best to go for Bonaparte Refractors in general, but top half is useful for either crowd control or in obstacle heavy maps. I recommend getting a few Refractors to 4-2 or 2-4 first, especially with EDJ discounts. And as for their max levels, it's best to not go for them until you maxed other towers, since you may need to replace them in case they die. That being said, max top half could be useful for dealing with annoying obstacles. Also, be careful of laser resistance. All this DPS is basically nothing against laser resist enemies. The Refractor is not a complete win.
You failed.
So make sure you have other towers that deal different damage types. Now watch as your Refractors deal a lot of damage, and then they freaking die.